My name is Arlene. Today we're going to be discussing Christmas around the world. That is, sitting at the table with us today are all my fellow staff members who are from different parts of the world. So we're going to see how different we are. So I'm from Jamaica.
My name is Josephine from Philippines.
I'm Glindsey from India.
And so we're going to discuss how Christmas is here in Canada and how it is back where we came from. So my first question is, how is Christmas different here in Canada compared to where we came from?
Okay, back home in the Philippines, we already put up our Christmas decorations as early as September. So I know you will think we're a little bit crazy, but it's fine. Yeah, so by bare month, we already put up our Christmas tree. We decorate the whole house. We surrounded with the Christmas lights, and when you go to the mall, you will hear the Christmas carol, Christmas music. Yes, so from September, yes.
Wow.
And I think the second one is the weather. Although December in the Philippines is a bit cold, so we have to wear a sweater. But the thing is, we don't have snow. So I think that is a big difference between the Christmas from the Philippines here to Canada.
I don't know much of a difference, but we usually start Christmas around the last week of November, beginning into December. That's when everyone gets into the Christmas spirit. We have children going carol singing. I'm not sure if that happens here, but we have carol singing is a big thing in India. They go door to door to everyone's house. They hand out invitations the week before we can go carol singing. So that's something how we start off the Christmassy feeling. The difference I would say basically is like what Josephine said about the weather. I come from a very hot country, but we do have monsoons, which is rains during that season. Wow. So Christmas most of the time is like on a rainy season, day, but we work through it. So that's the difference I would say.
So for me, I would say we're quite similar. In Jamaica, we do start about the end of November when we start getting decorated and all the songs start being playing and people start getting prepared for Christmas. The only thing is the song I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas, we always played in Jamaica, but we never really see snow there. We do get cool in December, but coming to Canada and seeing the snow seemed to solidify that we're in Christmas season. And that's the difference that I find that is here. Not that I didn't like the snow season in Canada, but I kind of like being warm in Jamaica. That's good for me. All right. Here is the next question I'm going to ask you. What are some of the traditions you have incorporated in your lifestyle here in Canada?
One of our Christmas tradition is like having these 9 nights where we have the midnight mass. So it's 9 days until the Christmas Eve. So the Christmas Eve is the final night, the 9th night. So it's like some places in the Philippines we do like from 11 to 12, or some is in the middle, early in the morning, like 4 o'clock to 5 a.m. Something like that.
So do you get to do that here, or you don't really practice that here?
We have it here. In a church, we have that. The Filipino, they have this. They're still doing it in here. But I guess it is in the evening though. Maybe it's from 8 to 9, something like that. But still, they're still doing it here.
And what are some of the food and stuff that you have?
The food. Speaking of the food, so, because I like the dessert first, we do this fruit salad. But it's a different in your fruit salad here in Canada. Our fruit salad is like different fruit salad in a can, and then we put condensed milk. We do the cream, and we do some evaporated milk. So we mix. So it's a really sweet, and we put some young coconut meat. So we have that. And we have this famous lechon or the roasted pig. So mostly in the house, like you can see in your table, it's a big pig lying down there with an apple on the mouth and striking a pose like this. So it's really good, and it's for everyone. Like in the Philippines, especially during Christmas Eve. So it's not only our family. It's like when you are in a street, like even your neighbors, you're sharing. It's a whole. It's a huge. You will close the street and put the huge table. It's for
outside, and everyone will come.
Yeah, so everyone is sharing their food.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, it must be one big pig.
Yes, the pig is the famous one. So try the lechon.
Okay, so some of the traditions that we have is we have midnight service. So usually we start around 10 o'clock. We have carol singing that goes on for an hour, followed by mass. So we finish around 12:15, and then we go home to family and sit around the table and share some food. So some of the food that we have during this Christmassy season is that my mother would usually bake something called a ribbon cake. So what it would be, it's a three layered cake with 3 layers of different color. It's mostly almond essence in it. So it's like an almond cake, and it's topped with shredded almonds. That's something that we bake as a family on the 22nd or the 23rd, just to bring in that Christmassy feeling. She personally likes walnut cake, so we sometimes bake that as well. We have something called coconut sweets that we make during that season. So it's basically shredded coconut with sugar, and it's put out on a plate, and then they cut it diagonally, so they look like tiny little diamonds. That's a sweet that we have during the Christmassy season. It's just baking of goodies, and it just brings so much of joy and fun to do with your family. Those are some of the traditions that we have back home.
In Jamaica, we have, as you will see on our table, this drink. It's called sorrel. It is something that we do every Christmas. Likewise, black cake, or some people call it rum cake. It is quite popular. But being that Canada is cold, I know there's hustle and bustle here in the mall, but we have hustle and bustle on the street. We have it everywhere. It's like everybody is out. And it's really festive. Everybody is selling their different wares and different things. It feels like everybody is being involved in the Christmas season. It's like an event is coming up, like a wedding. It's like an event because Christmas Day is coming. So everybody is preparing. I can remember when I was a child, one of the big things, people used to paint their houses and paint outside the trees. Everything needs to be looking fresh and nice. It still goes on back there. And yes, we had Christmas carols. We had kids going around and singing. We had something even called jankunu. Jankunu. It is men and women dress up in costume, and they are dancing and collecting money. And that money is given out to help the poor in our community. So it is really and truly festive, really and truly festive.
There's one more thing that I missed out to say. Most families during the Christmas season, 2 or 3 months prior to Christmas, they put down grapes to make their own wine. That's something, it's a tradition that most people in the southern part of India, which I'm an Anglo-Indian, I'm half Indian. So that's the tradition that we have as a family, that we put down wine, and then we strain it and filter it just close to Christmas. So we basically make our own wine for the Christmassy season.
Very good. My next question is, what is some of the things that you like about Christmas in Canada?
Ooh, You know, when I was young,
Mhm.
I was dreaming for a white Christmas because back home we don't have this winter thing. So I think that is the real difference now when we're
Yeah.
celebrating the Christmas here in Canada.
Sure.
Like, you know, when you go out, you can see all those people do the ice skating.
Mhm.
So it is nearly we can see it back home. And then, you know, the snow falling down and the trees, the white trees.
It's like things we used to see on television, and now
Exactly.
and now we're
Yes,
experiencing.
yes. That's why when I was young, I said, I wish I could see this thing. And now I said, you see it now. This is the real Christmas. It's like a
Yes.
winter wonderland.
It's a winter
I felt very similar because we used to get postcards back home from Canada because we had
Yes,
an uncle that used to send us postcards, and on it would be a beautiful picture of this winter wonderland in Canada, and I used to always think, must be nice to be there. Well, we're here now, so that's.
I know you experienced the winter wonderland that we have here. The only thing that we didn't really imagine is how cold it can get. It looks very nice on television, but we did not know that the weather could get so cold. I mean, it's nice, and I think we enjoy it, but too much of it for me is too much. Okay, my next question. I know we all live here now in Canada, but would you like to go back home to spend a Christmas?
I think for me, and then I think most of the Filipinos, we love to spend our Christmas back home.
Yes.
Because most of our families back home, like for me, only my husband and my daughter is here. So we don't have any relatives. We have only friends. So we better spend Christmas back home because we miss our parents and, you know, all the relatives. So for me, I'd rather spend back home. Yeah.
It's the same for me. I rather go back home and spend Christmas only because my immediate family is back home, which is my brother, my mom, and my dad. I would like to spend Christmas with my family, but other than that, I love Christmas here too.
Well, for me, I'm the opposite. Everybody for me is here. My mom is here with me. My daughter, my immediate family is here. So going back home to spend Christmas, I think I would want to take them all with me because I don't think Christmas is fully Christmas without your family, very close family. I think sometimes Christmas can be sad because when you don't have your immediate family, it's like a little part, a hole in your heart that is missing. Sometimes you just want the day to go very quickly, you know what I mean? Because it feels like you're not fully enjoying Christmas without your family. Yeah. All right. My last question here is, what are some of the things you do on Christmas Day?
Ooh. I think last year we celebrate, like, we went to the church, the Christmas church service, and then sometimes we went to our friends because we always say, okay, Christmas, we will spend the Christmas with you guys in your house, and then New Year is in ours. But I guess this year it's a bit different. So we're planning also to do like virtual Christmas parties. And we're still also planning for the exchange gift because we have our children. So I think we will just drop by and drop by.
It will be different this year. It will be different.
My typical Christmas day would be, it would start off in the night. We would go for service, like I said, midnight, come back in the morning. We would wake up pretty early, sit around the tree, open our gifts, wrappers all over the place, noise and frolic in the air. And then we would have breakfast together. Usually in the afternoon, we branch off and go see family or other friends that we need to meet. That's not happening this year. But we would always gather around for dinner. We would have Christmas dinner with my roommates. So that's typically how my Christmas day would go.
Well, for me, one of the good thing about Christmas for me is my daughter was born on Christmas Day. So we usually have a lot of family and friends at my place, but this year that will not be happening. It will only be my daughter and her partner and me and my husband. And my daughter is also expecting right now, so we will be staying close to home. But I can tell you before that, Christmas, I think sometimes I'm too exhausted by the time Christmas Day come around, because Christmas Eve, I'm still busy doing things, preparing for Christmas Day, preparing for people to come by and supper and stuff like that. You're extremely busy, and at the same time, we go to church and we come back home. So Christmas Day sometimes can be very exhausting, but I think we also enjoy it because we're spending it with family and friends. And I think that's what Christmas is all about. So as you can see, we here are very similar. We're not different. We might come from different parts of the world, but I think Christmas is really for family and friends, and enjoy the season, the birth of Christ. I think most of us like this time of the year. So before we go, we have a little song for you. I hope you enjoy it, okay? It goes like this.
Hurry, hurry, hurry homeward. Let's go back to our homes, where our loved ones are waiting, awaiting our return. We hope you enjoyed us, and we're happy too. A Merry Christmas to all, and Happy New Year too. Happy holidays!